Right. At the end, yes. At the end of the day, when you look at it, right? Let's check all the governors, all the elite. They are from different regions, right? But those people have one culture, one tradition, and one belief.
Yes, sir.
And they don't realize whenever they are together, they don't know Igbos, they don't know Awusas, they don't know Shekiri, they don't know Edo, they don't know Yoruba. All they know, you when you watch interview, they will say, "Oh, my brother Dangote, oh, my brother
My good
Fashola,
brother.
my brother Tinubu." You understand? And now you will see people that go about with the segregation. Is the poor people online, like you said, the online bandits, the online Boko Haram and online terrorists.
Yes.
They will put everybody in their place. Once they just look at your name, it start with C. Ah, no, answer, we don't have C. This it must be from Southwest. His name is his real name is Kule. Ah, that one, no, he's changing it. We will just start fighting ourselves. And the thing is, we actually don't really see the game these people are playing. Because all these them Tunubu and all these people, they realize their time is about to be over. But at the same time, they want their children to keep this thing. Their time is about, yes. They are putting their children to rule our own children.
That's right.
And you see all these bandits, they will grow old and become miserable, and their children will follow their path. Continue doing the same thing. Continue to be putting people in their place, just like the way their father did. Because you always say something like the stupid grow old as well, right?
They do, sir.
Once their father, the stupid father grow old, then the stupidity will continue from his same generation. But the good thing is, we have someone like you that keep exposing all these things, that keep teaching the people and exposing us, right? Just like the way that is in Niger government said, Peter B. We always hear you when you speak. We listen to you. That is how millions, a lot of Nigerians are on your page. Yes, that is a lot of millions in your page listening to you, and they are beginning, even if they are still like, but all of them, you realize how much impact you are making. If you watch other YouTube space, they'll be like, yes, even if Peter B would have won, he would do the same thing. You understand? But how do you know if Peter B would have won, he would do the same thing?
It is consolation that these idiots like to say to themselves, and I do not take anyone out of what I just said, okay? Because there are people who actually say that too. Listen, we will never know what to be able to do, but for anybody to now, because they want to console themselves for the calamity that they openly and secretly forced on people, okay? Blackmail people, gaslighted people for. So to cover that shame, okay, they will now say, what will we do differently? They are all the same. They are all the same. That's one of the most what do you call it, unfaithful, deceitful statements I've heard from people. Okay,
right.
So go on,
now look at this now. Look at this. So the other day, Tinubu come on TV. Oh, start insulting the nation. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Ray, blah blah blah. Right. Every day, people is insulting Saudi Arabia. It didn't stop their progress. People is insulting Russia. It didn't stop their progress. No. People is even insulting Joe, even the US. Because I live in the US. I live in Kaduna.
About the Joe Biden own. That one now, world class abuses and trolling and everything. But that won't stop him from doing what he has to do in that place. So hell, it's gone.
Right. The country is still being, America is still the world's most powerful nation. The insult on Joe Biden didn't change that. Right? Now, my own question is, how come the insults didn't stop you from looting? Didn't stop you from stealing a nation? Didn't stop you to keep doing the bad stuff you're doing? But the insult is stopping you to develop the nation. And you see the same Agbadorians, just like you said, we still come to defend that statement. You start thinking, these people, are they truly using their brain? And the funny thing, some of these people, they are very educated though. Very educated, and they are grown people, not like youth or small children. Grown people, they even have children. But you know the good thing about them, because they don't live in Nigeria, they live in overseas. This is the same people that live in UK, live in US, live in Europe, live all part of the world, that will take their mother or their father or their own daughter to the hospital. They haven't been treated well. They will start embarrassing the whole staff. They know they can't talk to them. In another man's country, in another man's country, but they sit online and sit on computer be clamoring for the destruction of Nigeria because they know they are not going to partake in anything that goes down there. Yes, they will be telling you like the way they will be telling you, if you are making this amount in Nigeria, it's better than you are making this in Europe. In this, if you know that is the truth, you take all your savings you have in Europe or wherever you live, take it to Nigeria, then start and do there.
Yes, so that you now example.
Right, there you go. Thank you. So that you be a good example. You know, my last thing, the other that was watching Obi when Obi was having conversation with the obedient, because me myself, I'm obedient, right?
Oh,
so
you.
Obi said the Nigerian intelligence or whatever, right? He said they told him they know where Obi had anytime, any day, as long as Obi has his cell phone with him, right? They can easily know Peter Obi's location, right? Then Peter Obi said, him now asked himself, if you guys can know my location, how come we are unable to trace down these terrorists? And this is the same terrorists that use cell phone, that are called for ransom, that they pay. Sometimes they will pay to their bank, sometimes they will give them. And whenever they kidnap people, he said it's only in Nigeria. You will hear crazy amount of numbers of people is kidnapped the same time. He said it don't even happen anywhere in the world, not even in African country. It's only in Nigeria. They will kidnap 300 people.
It's only in Nigeria.
They will kidnap.
It doesn't happen
yes, so they will say they will,
in Africa. Nowhere else is happening. Nowhere.
You understand? So my own thing is this. My own thing is, just like you said, we all need to come together. If we have to give the mandate to someone that will give us whatever we all are looking for, let's come together, give that person mandate so that that person can be like, listen, this constitution is nonsense. Let's amend this constitution. Every region, govern your region, protect your assets. If your governor is now doing rubbish, we know we are only having one common enemy. Because this time we don't even know who is who. The state governor will blame the federal government. Federal government will blame the people. The people will blame federal government. Federal government will blame everybody. Is just blaming everybody. But if we do true federalism, Yoruba nation, then any state that is going to come out and what the agreement is, okay, the Biafra, the Ododuwas, the Fulanis, and all these things, everybody will come together. Then we will know.
Now, hold your place. You know what Akinwumi Adesina is saying? That former Minister of Agriculture, that African Development Bank guy, he said that. That's why I said all these things. What will they do here? When people think it's just all talk and all that, they are not paying attention. Sure you get. People also listen, and somehow they themselves are also sort of brainstorming. Like, okay, wait. Can we tell Nigerians that, okay, don't break up. Let's have the United States of Nigeria. I was like, which one is the United States of Nigeria? No people will unite. They call United.
Well, I was about to say that they are coming up with a new
property. United States of Nigeria. I was like, what is this thing with unity? All this unite.
No,
what is unity between us here? Go on.
Right. This thing is this. They know what they are doing. You see, APC, Tinubu, automatically they already know Tinubu has no idea. They already know Tinubu is there to do nothing, literally. But they are always remember last week, Okwama, right?
Yes.
This week, new week is coming out. Now we are talking about United States of Nigeria. The APC always look for something to distract the people from the main issue on the ground. Always. So that once this United States of Nigeria come, now this will last a whole month. Before we know, we already know.
Then another one go happen. We go distract us for another few
before
days.
You know, they will bring another one. Before you know, okay, like the last caller said, like in the US, Texas have a lot of oils, right? All the refinery and anything that has to do with oil is in Texas. But if it's in another place, those are just like branches and all those things, right? How come the Delta region has the oil? The refinery will be in somewhere else. The headquarters of the oil will be in the northern. How does those two things related?
You know that we don't hear say the Niger Delta get oil. Niger Delta, the east, they get oil from the Niger Delta from the east, right? You know, there is no single headquarters of oil exploring or oil exploration company that is operating in Niger Delta. All of their headquarters are in Lagos. Do you know that?
You just imagine that.
Like your operational base is in Niger Delta, where they take the but it is not safe for you to have your headquarters there. Pay your taxes there. Pay taxes to the government there. No, they left kilometers away where it is safe. That's what they said. And the Niger Delta people are comfortable.
Right. This is my last one, right?
All right.
So you realize they are purposely just doing all this, like literally. If you look at Rufai's son, the illiterate and that crackhead, he's already in the government at the age of 25. Then when you see all these online bandits, most of them is on their late 30s, early 40s, late 50s. But they are championing for, before you know, Rufai's son will become a governor. Their own children will be opening the door, the scar door. But this is someone that even have average education, which is your own children. How can we have the best being a bus driver and the worst is controlling the affair of the state or the nation? How? And at the end of the day, you are there said, oh, Nigeria must move forward. Any investment in your country, just because they are not stealing like you said, hey, break it down. Then now you take flight and you'll be going to this thing, be doing Babiala in all these Western world. Investors, come bring your business. See, Tinubu said, vote me out, right? Tinubu said, oh, if you don't like me, vote me out. Because he knew they already stole the judiciary. INEC is in his pocket. How can you go and vote when you automatically either you vote, you no vote? He knew it's going to win. And that is the reason why the guy not really they care about any of those guys that is making noise anymore. Because where he actually wanted to get, he already getting it. He's the president and he can control whoever he want to control. Then Peter Obi, they asked Peter Obi, okay, Peter Obi, if we come out in 2027 and you decided to run, for the fact we know Nigeria is a cash up state at this particular moment, and we vote, and let's assume we vote and you win the election, and INEC do whatever they are going to do, how can we get this mandate back, right? Yeah, so then Peter Obi said, this was what Peter Obi said, because that was the main reason me myself, I was listening. He said, we should vote first. And then he admitted that he have learned his lesson from the last one. He said he went to court, then the court did whatever he did. He said he did everything, but he said he have learned his lesson from the last election, but he promised the people, if we come out in mass and vote the way we did the last and even more than that, he said there is going to be another, like with the political way of not saying, we'll go like,
say, well, they will not do what they did to us last time again. Something that a lot of people would like him to be more clearer. Like when Bokwani said, Baboon and Monkey will be soaking blood if Jonathan did not hand over. Remember?
Yes, but you don't want to say something like that because you know it's from the east. They will come and arrest him. Then he won't be thinking about him going to rerun or, saying he will be battling with court case the way they did Shogore. So the guy is a very smart guy because he has been around there, know how they operate.
He would have to sacrifice himself, my dear brother, sir. Obi is still acting this with them. But the bottom line is this. I want to say this loud and clear, right? If Peter Obi came out when I'm just saying that this is something that is, we don't really have to react to, okay? I'm just like assuming, okay? So let's say when that madman was announcing that fake result that morning, okay? And Obi just quickly go live on Facebook. It doesn't need any press conference. No, this is social media. Just go live on Facebook and say, dear obedient, I can tell you authoritatively now that they have completed the manipulation of the election results. I am rejecting this result even before they finish announcing it. Now, this is your country. It's over to you now. It's no longer in my hand. I just want you to know that they have rigged this election. They are announcing a fake result, and I'm out of it. That day, if they should by any means say they have arrested Peter Obi, there will be no President Tinubu today. There will be no Tinubu today, I promise you. Because the whole place would have gone down. the whole world would have been asking for unity government, begging Obi and Obi, begging this. I said, yeah, let's try and come together for peace. I swear. But he didn't.
I like the fact, right? I like the fact he didn't do that for one reason. Because, like, now people would have said, how she would have gone to court, he would have won. Now, he went to court, he exposed the entire system. Right. Me, like, you keep preaching these things. A lot of people didn't believe me. Until that very day, that is when me, myself, started taking you seriously. Oh boy, this guy know what he's talking about. That's why every day, I refresh my page to see when Mayogu is alive for you to educate me more and more. No, Peter B, say if I went to court, they will even slap him. The judge will slap him. Are you mad? The judge, he knew. Now he knew.
Another fear that made me just keep that to myself. That's why I said, now we can assume. Okay, it's no longer relevant. Okay.
Right.
Part of what people told me then was that that could have even ignited another genocide, kind of attempted. And it will be worse this time around because you can't carry out genocide against the Igbo this time around like you did in 1966.
Right. Because
so,
they have a lot of money now, they have a lot of resources.
Trigger and, a massive attack on the Igbos. If Obi decided to just say, you know what, guys, fight for your country or fight for your this, so sure you get, but again,
right.
We will never know. Okay.
So, and now that we all know, I'm 100% believe if him decided to run 2027 with the thing APC is doing, with the stealing Tinubu and his boys is doing, with the way APC governor is governing, everything is working against them. And Obi have exposed the system, exposed everything, even the obedient knew, even in 2007, if you like, we vote, no single person vote for APC, they know APC is still going to win. Everybody knows already. And Wikers have already told us. The same Wike was the one that told us that Tinubu won the Supreme Court case already, even before they even start the whole thing. And it's the same guy that told us already. It's not even up to a year. He told us nobody can stop us. Oh, go to the vote out. He already did. Because maybe they already have all the people in place, right? Mayegun, believe me, Peter Obi now know this next time he won the election the way he did in 2023, and they are ringing in. I'm 100% believe the guy knows this is his last time. Because if he do the same thing he did 2023, nobody is going to support him. He knew. He knew now he has nothing to lose anymore because everything is at stake at this particular moment.
I like your spirit. You know why? It's because you know that you have some expectation of him before somebody like you can be convinced to try that again. You know it yourself. However, let's leave everything. Let's leave everything to the open there, okay? And as usual, we will be monitoring developments, okay? Because most of the time, most of the times we have to continue to appreciate those who stood up and stood their ground, okay? And if they will do it again, I believe them, because if my preaching couldn't stop them from getting BBC the last time, I'm not sure if it will this time. But one thing that whatever decision anybody takes or whatever they make, right? One thing that we never change, right, is Mayegun's views that always guide some of those who take emotional decisions and all that, okay? Events will always tell us what's going to happen. And yes, time will tell.
Okay.
Baba,
Baba, do you know what you are doing? You know what you are doing, eh? This is what that you are doing. Maybe you haven't noticed it.
Right.
Even if you said, oh, I'm Biafra, I'm Yoruba Nation, I'm Odudu, I'm this. Baba, you always keep and you program everybody to be optimistic. Regardless, we said, oh, this and this, and you keep everybody to be optimistic. You see a lot of people who stick on your channel. I don't believe in Nigeria. But once they see somebody that raised against that Nigeria system,
they'll say, people will shout, say, we know election, no election for a year. Now they come back later. So you're obedient too. So you are obedient to say, I was obedient. You too say, yes, we are all obedient. I said, And I was sitting down here like we are all trying and make sure that all these people know. Well, anyway, you're right. Mine is to make sure that people who are standing up against something that has been working against millions of others, right? If you're standing up against it, if you're standing against it, I am standing up against it. It doesn't matter where you are standing, as long as you are standing for something, right? It is not my job to force you to sit down, because that's the job of the criminals who wanted us to sit and not talk or do anything. Sure, you get, to me, is a cat you know, they say there are many ways you can kill a cat, right? So as long as the entire cat is dead, and in this case, right, it's a metaphor for the system, a system that has been rigged against us. We are divided. Now we have different kind of ambitions. I want a country where I won't have to worry about Nigeria anymore, a Yoruba nation. A lot of people
it's very close. It's very close
anymore. Sure, you get.
Yes, it's very close.
Until this establishment dies, you and I may never get what we want. So I agree.
No, we are actually at the last phrase of this bad everything, because we are the last. Tinubu is the last straw. Right. He is the last straw. We are at that particular moment. Thank you very much. And keep on,
right? Let me
keep on keeping us the same way you are keeping us now. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Safe,
Thank you.
So you see, this Oga, I love the fact that he is obedient.